With such a big focus surrounding the everyday struggles that introverted personality types face in a mostly extroverted world, it can seem like extroverts naturally steer clear of all social struggles. Well, sorry to burst your extroverted ENTP bubble cycles, but today we're here to talk about the 15 common struggles that all ENTPs can relate to. But before we get into it, have you liked and subscribed to our channel? Go ahead, we'll wait for you. Be sure to click the notification bell while you're there so you never miss a video. Alright, let's get into it, starting with number 1. Talking and talking and talking. If there's one thing that really sets the ENTP apart from the rest of the 16 personality types, it's their love for talking. Considering the debater personality type, at times the ENTP doesn't even realize when they're talking someone's ear off, or when the other person has checked out and is no longer interested in their rant. As long as there's someone there to listen, ENTPs will talk. So, in other words, sometimes they can come off as being slightly annoying, especially when they're challenged to defend their views. However, this isn't as much of a struggle for the ENTPs as it is for the people around them. Number 2. Procrastination. Maybe if ENTPs weren't so busy talking, they'd find some time to get around their obligations. All jokes aside, this ambitious personality type can definitely struggle with putting the pedal to the metal. When it comes to executing their elaborate ideas, they're able to easily formulate in their minds. They much rather skip the tedious tasks and use their innate brainstorming abilities to think up solutions and ideas for new projects. This hesitancy to take full force action means sometimes they never get around to playing out their greatest ideas. Number 3. Disliking rigid structure. Another reason ENTPs are so familiar with the struggle of procrastination is because of their strong discomfort surrounding rigid structures and tasks. This personality type requires true flexibility to use their creative thinking skills and wealth of knowledge, leaving anything requires a series of tedious structured tasks almost unbearable for long periods of time. Number 4. Natural charm being mistaken as flirting. Witty and charismatic, the ENTP holds an essence of attraction that easily stands out of the crowd. Consequently, this unfiltered ENTP charm can easily be mistaken for flirting or romantic interest in times where it's certainly not intended. As humorous as it sounds, this quick-thinking cleverness can definitely get them in trouble from time to time. Number 5. Feeling superior. There's no doubt that ENTPs have a wealth of knowledge that they're constantly improving and expanding, but does that really make them superior to others? Well, in an ENTP's eyes, sometimes they can't help but notice the oblivion in some people they converse with, especially because this debater type loves to poke and prod at people's viewpoints. They tend to notice what they see as a lack of knowledge, when in reality, the topic the ENTP feels superior in probably really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. Number 6. Indecisiveness. Now, it's certainly not that ENTPs lack the knowledge to make well-educated decisions. In fact, it's quite the opposite. This clever type has the natural tendency to see things from all angles, calculating all possible future outcomes of the decision they make and the actions they take before going forward. With so many options to choose from, this evaluation process can be overwhelming. Yet, they're not the type to make a move on a whim. And it's not only for a big life decision, but also for simple everyday tasks. Number 7. Loneliness can feel really lonely. For this extroverted type, socializing is a source of energy and fuel, and without it, ENTPs can feel an emptiness that not many other types can relate to. Unlike some introverted types, the extroverted ENTP needs people around them to truly feel like themselves, making periods of isolation almost unbearable. This is one of the main reasons ENTPs are such social creatures at heart. They actually need company for social sanity. Number 9. Choosing truth over sparing feelings. Known for their seemingly insensitive nature, ENTPs aren't as heartless as they're cut out to be. In fact, the refreshing transparency of the ENTP's rationality comes from a place of love and wanting the best for others. For example, if someone asked an ENTP for their opinion on a new hairstyle, the ENTP wouldn't see a point in lying in hopes of making the person feel good. They would rather just tell them exactly what they're thinking to avoid any confusion or false hope. The struggle comes when their honesty isn't taken lightly. Number 10. Boredom equals torture. ENTPs are true free thinkers who can't be held down. Much like their reluctance towards rigid structure, this creative, quick thinker needs constant challenges and learning in their lives in order to feel truly fulfilled. So they may find themselves jumping from one task or hobby to the next, losing interest as soon as things become too familiar or once they find something new to pour their focus into. Number 11. Lots of plans with little action. ENTPs are extremely elaborate thinkers, always looking for ways to expand their knowledge and experience of the world around them. They can sit and ponder about future life goals with sheer accuracy and passion, including every detail of what they would like to experience or accomplish in the coming weeks, months, or even years. However, when it comes to putting those long-term goals into action and sticking with it to completion, there's no promise that everything will get accomplished. It's not to say that the ENTPs aren't capable of accomplishing their desires, but maybe not the 100-plus item bucket list that they want to complete in a week. Number 12. Refusing to accept defeat. ENTPs want to be right, and with the amount of time and effort they put into broadening their intelligence, they have the right to be right. But what happens when an ENTP is faced with defeat? A sore loser is born, and so this superior type may just do everything in their power to ensure they win on some level, even if it means changing the narrative of the situation. This is why ENTPs favour concrete facts when debating their knowledge. They need to know they are correct with proof to back them up. Number 13. They tend to favour high-valued people. Now, this ENTP struggle isn't really a problem in their eyes, but it can definitely cause them to miss out on some great connections. In fact, ENTPs can sometimes tend to judge a book by its cover. They can easily overlook people that they may be compatible with, using the INFJ as an example, said to be one of the most compatible matches for this type. Their introverted and reserved nature can cause them to easily go unnoticed and unacknowledged, as the ENTP is too busy looking for people in the spotlight. Number 14. They're sensitive at heart. Sure, most ENTPs can come across as hard-shelled and brutally honest, but deep down they have a soft spot that only their closest companions are able to access. They are able to let down their guard and show their deep emotional side, yet the struggle comes into play when considering that most ENTPs actually need the help of another person to access this aspect of themselves. This emotional nature doesn't come naturally, it needs to be awakened. And number 15. So many things to experience in such little time. The last and most relatable struggle of the ENTP personality type is finding a balance between their extraordinary curiosity and enthusiasm towards life and their need to also work with the societal structures laid out in front of them. For example, they may feel dulled down in a structured 9-to-5 job, yet they need to pay for their adventurous lifestyle. Yet once an ENTP finds a proper balance in the world around them, they are able to exceed their expectations of adventure and experiences in their lives. Well, that's it for today, Psychos. So, are you an ENTP, and if so, do you relate to these 15 common struggles? Let us know in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to leave us a like, share this video with your friends, and also subscribe to our channel for more Psycho videos.